So now,
what's up, everybody?
Okay, so today we're gonna watch a movie based on the real story of Anastasia. Okay.
I'm scared.
It's approaching midnight on July 16, 1918. A truck is making its way along a dirt track towards a mansion in Siberia, in the newly declared People's Republic of the Soviet Union.
It's still there. It's still there. It just won't show. This is a very sad part.
Despite the fact the truck is behind schedule, it's crawling.
You might think, like in the animated movie, that the real story is that Princess Anastasia got a concussion and forgot about everything, so then met two friends and went to Paris, but it's not true. Her grandmother did not live in Paris. She stayed in Russia, and the real story was that in one night, they were called to go in the downstairs of their palace, and they got shot, but Anastasia and Maria got out. So we're gonna watch a video to see if it's sure, because I kind of know, but I kind of don't know.
Along at a snail's pace. At the same time, Tsar Nicholas II, the deposed Russian monarch,
New movie that I'm gonna make when I grow
his
up.
wife Alexandra,
Closing demon. He always shuts down all the
his
stores,
son
and I don't know
Andrei
why.
Alexei, his four daughters, the Grand Duchess Tatiana, the Grand Duchess Olga,
This doesn't look
and the
sad.
Grand Duchesses Maria and Anastasia,
Did you cry?
and their entourage are entering a dingy cellar in the same mansion. Their fate was sealed. They would leave the cellar victims of 12 cold-blooded assassins, a testimony to the brutality of the Russian Revolution.
So it's scary till here. I'm kind of scared. Oh, that's not for this video. Okay. It's pretty sad. I get scared. I want
Look at that.
Since that day, a mystery has surrounded one of the Tsar's daughters.
We're making a video.
Popular belief has it that it was the youngest daughter, Anastasia, who survived the assassination.
Yep. What? She survived? She survived what?
In 1992, when the bones of the Tsar and his family were discovered in a forest in Siberia, completeness was added to that belief. You see, two bodies were missing. That of the Tsar's son and heir, Alexei, and one of his daughters. Since the assassination, a number of women have claimed to be Anastasia. These are the bones of one of those claimants. But there's a difference. During her lifetime, she never actually claimed to be Anastasia. That claim comes from some of her grandchildren today. They say that she lived her life under an assumed name, but secretly and privately, she said she was the Grand Duchess of Russia, the only surviving daughter of the Tsar. And again, unlike other claimants who chased the throne of...
I did not know this. This is things I really didn't know.
Wait, who survived what, though?
She lived her life in fear and in hiding until the day she died. Her family sworn to secrecy, never to reveal the truth until the time was right. They say that time is now. Over the past 3 years, we have spent thousands of dollars investigating their claims. We've employed some of the world's best forensic scientists to discover whether these bones are in fact the last remains of Anastasia Romanov, the Grand Duchess of Russia.
Skull.
But before we reveal our findings, it's important to know what really happened on that night in 1918 when the Bolsheviks tried to snuff out the Russian royal family. What you're about to see is a reenactment. A reenactment of what was reported to the Central Executive Committee by Yakov Yurovsky, the man in charge of the assassination squad.
Oh, here's the guitar guy. You smashed on my
Yorovsky,
head.
the Tsar and his family were ushered into the cellar under the pretext that fighting was breaking out nearby, and that the royal family had been taken into the cellar for their own good. That was a lie. He then spun them another yarn, telling them that the people of Moscow feared that they were already dead. He told them he was going to take their photograph and send it back to Moscow to prove they were still alive. Yorovsky reported that the Tsarina Alexandra, who had weak legs, asked for a chair for herself and her hemophilic son. The plan to assassinate the Tsar and his family didn't go smoothly. As well as the truck being late, many of the guards were drunk. 12 men, including 6 Latvians, had been selected to murder the emperor and his family. Each of the 12 men had been given specific targets. Several of the Latvians refused to kill the young girls. Replacement killers were found. Inside
It's starting to look scary, and I don't know about this.
the cellar, the imperial family were being prepared for the bogus photographic session.
They're gonna
Instead of a photographer,
Dead,
in
dead,
marched
dead.
Yorovsky's 12 gunmen.
You're dead.
Yorovsky
You're
dropped
dead.
a paper from his pocket. It was their death sentence. It read, in view of the fact your relatives are continuing their attack on Soviet Russia, the Ural Executive Committee has decided to execute you. Those were the last words the Tsar heard.
What the heck are they doing? What are you doing?
According to Yorovsky's account, the shooting went on for so long, the small room became so thick with acrid gun smoke, the small single light in the centre of the room was almost totally dimmed.
Don't! It has a bullet in it in the air. What?
At last, the firing ceased.
Can I do that for a minute? Don't! Don't! Stop! No, can I see it for a minute? Wait, I'm going to sit on the side. Let me see it for a minute. Stop it! Let me see it.
The assassins checked the bodies to ensure they had done their work thoroughly. Unbelievably, some of the girls were still alive. The assassins finished the job, and so they thought. Yorovsky ordered the cellar doors open to allow the smoke to clear. The gunmen again checked their handiwork. Unbelievably, Yorovsky reports that for the second time, 3 of the girls sat up screaming. With the doors open, the killers could not now shoot the survivors for fear of raising the alarm, so they stabbed them with their bayonets and bludgeoned them with their rifle butts.
Put your hands in the air! What did I say? I'm watching you guys. I'd be dead.
The bodies were wrapped in the royal family's own bed linen and taken out to the truck for disposal. What was it that had caused the Tsar's children such vitality, as Yorovsky called it in his report? Why were they so difficult to kill? Was it divine intervention as some of the killers feared?
Do you want to watch
Not at all.
the true
As it turned
story?
out, the girls were wearing corsets lined with diamonds and other jewels.
Do you even know what
So many They deflected the bayonets and bullets alike.
After this
So
video,
that was
can
the
we
official
watch on-
account.
Put hands in the air.
Stop! Okay, so now we know what happened.
What's this?
Thank you for watching our video, and if you liked it, please subscribe. Okay.